Hey everybody, morning. Good morning, morning. And Valerie, Susan, Dex, George, Alan, Arturo, Anderson, Brian, Michael, Penny, Larry, Gary. It's so funny how you guys do that. Almost every day, somebody does an alliterative or the same name, like back to back mornings. It cracks me up. Anyway, Al, Mary, Maurizio, Kevin, Merle, Muku. That's a bunch of M's right in a row. Sven, um, welcome everybody. Ray, Tara, Cliff, Terrence, Francois, Jan. Hey everybody. I dropped a link there if you're interested. 11 o'clock this morning, a couple hours from now, not even a couple hours, I'm going to be going live on Zoom discussing a new beta test opportunity. If you want to join that, right now it's got 11-0 win rate. It is related, but not even the same as Greenlight Income Alerts. If you're familiar with that, that has 71-0 win rate. Published wins. I've been working on this with my inner circle group that I have, and 11-0 since August. That's just starting in August. There's like 3 trades a month, roughly, almost one a week, but usually the monthly options kind of throw a wrench in it, so you don't get that opportunity. So there you go. About 3 a week, 3 a month, excuse me, almost every week, but so that opportunity is out there. If you want to come join it, copy the link, save it, come back at 11, come join me again. So there you go. All right. If you want to chat with me, like all the fine folks saying good morning so far, hit the link right here, the little green doodad, and be a subscriber. A few seconds later, the chat opens up, and you can say, "Hey, what's up, JT?" And yeah. And while you're at it, you might as well hit the bell with the doodads so that YouTube, if YouTube thinks you'll watch it, you'll get notified to come view a live stream anytime I'm live. I go live 6 times a week. Next week will be 5 times, I guess. We'll skip Thanksgiving. So yeah, hey Michael. I love it. Love it. Good morning, David. Good morning, everybody. So what do we got cracking? What's crack-a-lacking? Looks like Walmart earnings and BABA earnings out this morning. And not so bueno, I guess. The initial reaction anyway. Yeah. So let's check this out right here. Look at that. Ouch, pre-market. Look at it. Look. Well, we didn't hold that support apparently, so let's take that off of there. But look, we nailed that chart of the week. Oh, oil. Watch out. It might go lower. It's funny, I set that yesterday, and then today, almost 24 hours later. Anyway, look at that. Target. That was the chart of the week from, what, 2 weeks back? And that was it. That was the end of the trade. It's not an entry. It's done. Like that. That was done. That's fully cooked. Now you got to wait for the next setup. That was it. So, kapow. And yeah, sometimes I get lucky. Right there it was. Yeah. Ouch. Yeah, look at that 30-minute right there. Yeah, big ouch. Now, could it go higher? Sure, it could, but the trade's over. Like that. I hope you got out. Hope you weren't banking on the higher target. And that one's only 40% likely before we're getting a big retrace, and that's the big retrace. So could we get it now? It could. I mean, it can come around, but that's why I stepped off at 169. Trading conservatively. Evaluate your life choices. If you're aggressive, how often are you right? All right. It's not, and remember, it's not being wrong costs you money. It's staying wrong. Like if this is proving that we're going on down, be careful. All right. We get below the rub up line. That could be a top. All right, doesn't have to retrace after that. Now, if you missed the chart of the week, let me pull that up out of the chart of the week channel in Discord. Let me go back. This was from 10/16. Just open that chart. Yes, I want to leave Discord. Look right there. I mean, that was the 16th. Was today a month ago? Even a month ago, right there. Buy above 161, target 169. Could have done it in shares. Could have done it in options. I played a few options. I had some shares. I closed them, and then I switched to. It's like switch to guns. Switch to missiles. I went from shares to options and got off when it hit 169. Why 169? Because conservative target. You know, don't think it has to hit the fib line, although it did hit the fib line. So right there was like way back there was the opportunity. You got it, and now we're gonna open up down here. Feels like I want to sneeze. Excuse me. All right. Any questions? Any questions at all? Yeah, no green lights because it's not the environment for it. So they go in cycles. Do you want to take a loss? You can, you can take a. I update that every single day in Discord. I don't email out if it's not a green light. So if you want to join Discord, you get the full Monty, the full conversation. Otherwise, green light income alerts. That's how do I maintain a 71 and 0? By not getting in trouble. So S&P that going straight up off the lows, you can't. Very difficult for me to place new green light income alerts when we're doing this straight up into resistance. And now we're at this resistance, and that's why I don't place long trades into, I don't know. Other people have a different methodology. I can't explain it all on this right here. So anyway, there you go. All trading involves a substantial risk of loss, though. So past performance, not necessarily indicative of future results. I may never get it right again, although got a crazy habit of getting a lot of things right. So this presentation is intended to be informational, educational, fun, and entertaining. It is not a recommendation to buy or sell any financial instrument. If you desire personal financial advice, you got to hire, consult a financial advisor. And having trouble with Discord, call the team 321-888. I'll put it in the chat. 321-888. Pulled a blank on the last numbers. Hold on. I got it. Hold on. 3962. That's it. 888-3962. Is the sales number and the support number. So there you go. 321-888-3962. That's sales and support. All right. There we go. Rolling back into. Hey, Arthur. Good morning. Morning. So this morning, unemployment coming out a little bit red. I mean, up 10,000 is not really a big surprise. It churns right around this number. In fact, if we look at the historical on the churn for the economy, there's about 250,000 people that get fired and whatever, lose their job every week. I mean, it's just, we look back through here before COVID. Look, I mean, we churn off about 250,000 people. Like, there's just about 250,000 people that do stupid stuff. Now, when we get into a financial problem in the economy, we tend to get a few more thousand, up to 300,000. So between 200,000 and 300,000 is pretty normal for the U.S. economy to churn in a week. Now, if we start ramping up to 500,000-600,000, that's a problem. Like we saw coming out of the housing crisis into the big problem, and then it took a while to come back out. Oh, excuse me. But typically we churn between 200,000. I mean, that's just a normal heartbeat of the U.S. economy. So this is actually epically low, and seems like it's artificially low, honestly. I mean, I know some dummies that purposely get fired. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, I digress there. So, hey, Dave, good morning. So there's that nothing really like that's not out of the realm of like, there's no shocker on the jobs right there this morning. They won't even know this actual number for like 2 months. So I don't know why they report it weekly. They don't even have the ability to collect states don't even have the ability to collect the numbers. So they guesstimate them and then adjust them in hindsight. So Philly Fed coming in, a little bit green, it's above, expecting -10, got a -5. I mean, whatever. Import prices came in a little negative, lower import prices. We've got some Fed members speaking today, but don't really expect a whole lot there. We could see some volatility, but it's probably benign unless they come out and say some shocker. And tomorrow, not a whole lot, just getting some building permits and housing starts that could cause a little volatility in like builders and Airbnb or something like that, but probably not going to be a big market mover on that one either, unless it's just like shocking. But I don't think there's any surprises there. Coming up next week, reminder, is U.S. Thanksgiving. So the market will be closed on Thursday and a half day early close on Friday. And not a whole lot of banger news coming out next week either. We have revised consumer sentiment on Wednesday. Like I said, the U.S. market closed on Thursday for Thanksgiving. We got some flash services on Friday. Likely to be a lackluster week. So, yeah, I got some. There's some friends I got that I don't know what poor life choices. I don't know. They love to screw up a job. Yeah, everybody knows that. I don't know if everybody knows, but I've got more than one person I know that just they can. I mean, God love them. You can ask them what their perfect ideal situation is. You can help them get there, and then they mess that up completely. I mean, they're the type of person that they just. I don't know. You can give them a perfect car, and I mean, literally, okay, type of person you can give them 2 stainless steel balls, and by the end of the week, they've lost one and somehow broken the other one. I mean, that's the type of person, So, yeah, tear up an anvil. Exactly, Kevin. I mean, there are people out there. I know a couple of them. That's just, dear gosh, man. I mean, there's those type of people out there. If you don't know any, you're, I mean, it's like a blessing and a curse, right? Like, yeah, you feel sorry for the person. I mean, they can be a great person, but it's just, sometimes you just gotta wonder. Anyway, I digress. There are those people out there, as Kevin said. You can tear up an anvil. I mean, if you've been in the military, I'm sure you've met your own handful of those type. Anyway, so S&P came up to the resistance from early September and mid-September, and we've kind of parked there. Got no friends if you don't know at least one, says Ray. I mean, there's those people out there. Yeah, you gotta add some spice to your life and see if you can find one. I mean, there's some people that are just a hot disaster. I mean, they literally are. Like, I mean, don't trust them with your car or your, whatever. I mean, don't trust them to do stuff for you, but they will burn it down. I mean, they're the people that are always getting evicted and always like, always calling you for help. Like, I mean, I've got it under control at this point. Like, you're not borrowing money. You're not, the type they'll borrow money and then still need to borrow more money by the end of the week, or that type of person. I mean, there's just everybody's got their own. Like, it's not the same person that has the same issues. I mean, it's like, I mean, they're just there's people that will mess up a great situation. Right? I guess, and some of them, some I know at least one person seems like they're an eternal pessimist, like always a problem. So yeah. Anyway, S5FI coming up right near the top. We may tap that 80 and then get a pullback. Be careful. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. And we all kind of they don't have gas money to get to work. Exactly. And the car's on empty. Like they made it home. The car's on empty. They don't have any gas. No money to go buy gas. No, I mean, if you've never known people on food stamps too, like the overwhelming majority of people I've ever met on food stamps, like food stamps come in, let's go buy steaks, let's have a big party right at the beginning of the month, and then by the end of the month, they're scrounging for ramen noodles and mac and cheese and bumming friends to pay or to give them food for their kids. I mean, hey, I mean, if you've been isolated from this, they're not necessarily losers. They're just horrible at money management and all that stuff. So if you never met these type of people, you're missing some spice in life. But there are those type of people that just don't make good decisions. I mean, if that's you, don't trade, for gosh sakes. Anyway, ES coming up to the resistance. Might we get the pullback? We might right here. Walmart definitely, there's the market open, and Walmart definitely, look at that, ouch. That was it. Looks like right to the target, get the pullback. We break below this low, we're going lower. That was it. Got good, hey, beat on, basically in line on the top. That's not really a beat. I mean, it comes in as a beat, but that's in line on the top. Beating on the bottom, probably on inventory management like Target, but not getting Target treatment there. Let's see what Target's doing in response. Hey, Target, look at that. Able to hang out. It looks like it got a little pullback on the Walmart news, but rallying back up strong. So might we be able to hold above this resistance? Might work through it, be able to get above it, then it turns into support, and then we go up to meet the next resistance. So keep an eye on Target. That could be the bottom finally. Am I trading Target? No, not at this time. Not at this time. BABA also getting slammed. These were our big earnings. Look at that. Yesterday popping on Target. Today slam. Ouch. I do kind of expect this one to go down back to the lows. Kind of expect it. Maybe even go on extension. So feel sorry for Warren Buffett, I guess. Anyway, let's see. Where did the earnings? My earnings list for the week. Yeah, right here. So today we had Alibaba, Walmart, Macy's. We can go look at Macy's. And last night we had Palo Alto, PANW, Cisco, SQM. So there's the earnings for the week. And we'll wrap it up today. Well, I guess today and tomorrow we have Applied Materials, Ross, Gap. Wonder how Gap's doing. Anyway, Banana Republic. Brazier Homes, Dolby, Woodward. So not a, like I said, and BJ's coming in. You know, BJ's warehouses. None of those around here, but Spectrum Brands, DXL. A lot of retail this week. Interestingly, it's kind of weird. The retail sales numbers come out in the middle of the week, and a lot of retail this week. Anyway, see Macy's. How we doing on Macy's? Oh, nice pop. Oh, maybe they're getting their crap together here. I am holding shares of Macy's. I am underwater. I think it's probably like one share I got from Weeble. I'm willing to bet that's probably where I got it. Been holding it for a while, and yeah. Speaking of Weeble, if you want a Weeble account, let me know. They give you a bunch of free shares and stuff. Got the link, the referral link in Discord. Yes. In queue. That's big tech. I don't know. I'm not feeling it this morning. I'm not like super excited on the market this morning. I got my red monster thing, kind of expecting a red day, maybe. I don't know. RTY tagged at, oh gosh, man. All of a sudden, I got that queasy feeling in my stomach. I didn't pull this up and look yesterday. 1830. Look at this. That's A equals C. That's an echo up right into the roadmap line. This is not good. Look, right there, that first move. Second move, right there. Oh, not good. Not good, not good. This is definitely one to watch. I'm going to set an alert right here. Set another alert right here. If we break below this zone right here, we're going down in a blaze of glory. The target becomes right down here. First target. Second target. Same as like the Walmart trade, just upside down, right? Below that level. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to see. We've got to hold and break back above and go for one of these extensions up here. 1870, 19. Come on. Way to mess that up, Russell. Took something that looks so good and man. God, that bums me out right there. So be careful right here. This is, could this indicate a crash? Yeah. If we get a move down right here, if we get a move down, a retrace that holds a lower high, we can do that. Watch for that. Watch for that. I'm not trying to draw like the number of days or anything like that, but watch out for that. Please be careful. I don't like that. I don't like what it did right there. All right. I can't express how concerned I am right now because this is like, it's not even like a little red flag. That's like a huge red flag right there. It's like super dangerous for going higher. Let's hope it breaks higher because, oh man, that not good. Really, really not good. Oil is gonna flush out apparently. Went lower low, all in one go. Gonna hit the 73.62. extend lower, possibly go down to 72. Apparently that wasn't the bottom yet. Yeah. So that oil is going to flush that out. I'm not going to liquidate my UCO. I'm going to sit on that for now. May add to it if we find support here, break above here. We'll see what happens. I only bought a couple contracts. GC. Looking more positive. That breaks above that 618 level. Right there around 1990. Game on for getting a 2040, possibly 2060 on the next go higher. Bitcoin was rallying like crazy last night after the close, and then giving it back a little bit this morning. I mean, we rallied. That was a strong. Like I was like, what? I mean, all day it was good. It was rallying up pretty good, but after the close, something got sparky there. And then last few hours, give it up. I don't think we actually made a higher high. Interesting. Well, at this point, that's still... Watch out for the full retrace there, right back down to the roadmap line. Watch it on a 4-hour. You know, could go to the daily. More likely just to go tag it on the 4-hour. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. And Ethereum wasn't really participating in that rally. That one may go a little deeper. Right there around 18. Probably retest the yeah, retest the breakout. That's probably what it's going to do. Retest the breakout. Dollar hanging out below the roadmap line. We break below. Watch out below. Walmart, we already discussed. And find a little support. That's another roadmap line bounce. So this all moves over. Whole new world. Whole new setup. Although that gap fill is a giant resistance now at this point. So this is what I was saying. It mucked that up, right? I mean, just... You got to be a gambler to take that on a green candle here. Or 174. Oh, funny enough, look at that. It might do that. Look, that was like 174 before. Now it's 174 again. And that was the 1618. Now it's the 1272. Not a weird coincidence. Yeah. Funny how this happens. Funny how this happens. I didn't have it on the original chart, but for the chart of the week last month. So we already covered NASDAQ right there. Just divide by 41. NQ probably coming down to retest the breakout, just like Ethereum. Broke above the downtrend, probably going to come back and retest. Failed to break on out higher. The pattern that would be common. Yeah. Somebody calls that echoes. Yeah, somebody out there. Somebody might call it an echo in the market. That Walmart. I see these pullbacks tend to be... I bet it's even similar in size. Let's see. Look at that. Imagine that. It's like an echo in the market. Wonder who might call it that. Beautiful. I love it when it works. Hey, this is what I look for. I'm not sure I'm going to trade it again, but I might. There's other tricks to find an entry. If you got the VVD indicator, the volume velocity divergence, you can watch that for a reversal. If you are in echo trades and you know the tricks for that, you can watch the 30-minute and for an entry there. It's gonna be it's gonna be a ways up, I think. That gap down is pretty wicked there. Probably. Technically, the roadmap line's way up there on the 30-minute. It's gonna take a heck of a rally to get back into that one. Now, VVD may get you in there earlier if it's gonna reverse. Doesn't have to reverse though. Remember, be careful. All right, nice. Pop up above the roadmap line. It does have that gap fill over here. Resistance is still below. Not bullish yet. Not for me. CRSP, biotech, pharma. Be careful. That looks like a volatile sucker. In a skewed sense, that could be 5 up on a higher high here. Might get a retrace, and then we have a measured bounce set up, but that's biotech for you. Be careful on biotech. Be careful. Novo Nordisk. Okay, so Wegovy is Nordisk. Ozempic is Nordisk. Moderna is Lilly. I think I got this straight now. I keep reading about it. Like I keep trying to get the brand straight. And then the one I was talking about yesterday, I think it was. This one. I believe that's Lilly. If I'm not mistaken. That one comes out like 2 weeks, like the week after Thanksgiving. This is for weight loss. So Wegovy's like for weight loss, Ozempic's for diabetics, Moderna's for diabetics, and this one will be for weight loss. Those are all GLP-1 drugs. And hey, I mean that one, the Zepbound, is going to put pricing pressure on, like they're gonna price that one lower than the other available GLP-1 drugs. So this may put some pricing pressure on this to actually retrace. That'll be interesting. But all the casualties, Pepsi, Coke, McDonald's, all these are kind of like casualties. If you want to believe the story, I mean, McDonald's could go way on down. It's bouncing off the roadmap line. Watch for that one to break down again. We get below 261. You could probably short that for an extension lower. Hell, maybe 256. Yeah, that's just want to keep an eye on these. Why am I interested in these? Because they're doing better than AI. Like this. And if you play I mean, it's kind of like a logic thing. All the things that could suffer from less overindulgence all seem to be getting hit on the success of the GLP-1 drugs. Pizza is like the #1 thing that GLP-1 drug users cut back on. What's a popular Yum brand? Pizza Hut. We also see Papa John's? Where is it? Pizza. There it is. Papa John's. Pizza getting hit. Look at that. Also see DPZ. Not doing as well as it was. So this is one of those where the fundamental story could be like a fundamental shift in consumer habits. Does it mean these companies won't do good? Not necessarily, but there's a fundamental shift going on. So that's something I'm kind of keeping my eye on here between Lilly, NVO, and there's some other companies trying to get into the mix, but right now it's kind of dominated by NVO and Lilly. So, interesting stuff. Anyway, Bill, that still looks pretty horrible. And 1272, back to the 100, out to the 1618. APLM. Yeah, that looks horrible. Don't mess with that chart like that. Yang. 3x bears. Yeah, 3x. This one might break out. Watch for it to get above the roadmap line. This is a leveraged instrument. Be careful. I just kind of... Heck, look at that. High. Oh, anomaly. Try to break above. Try to break above. Are we going to try to break above, or are we actually going to break above? That is 3x China. You know, China's one of those things that doesn't always follow my patterns. China, low price stuff, biotech, pharma, leveraged. Those are the things. So be careful on that one. And this combines leverage and China. So be careful right there. Macy's, like I said, getting a nice pop, stuck in the roadmap line. Can that be the bottom? Maybe. Time's going to tell. 3 candles doesn't make a new trend. TLT. It's working on it. Roadmap line all the way up here at 94. I mean, it did the thing, like out to the 1272, out to the 1618, scrape the target. Could get an extension, but that could reverse. Got to get above this resistance right here to indicate we're going to go higher on TLT. AGQ. Yeah. Macy's is still a dumpster fire for now, till it can get above, make some upsides. TLT is still a dumpster fire. That's not a buy it now opportunity. What makes you think that's going to turn around here? Because it always has. Let me show you something. We've been lower before. We've been down here in September 2013. We could break lower. All right, this does not have to go higher. GILD. Right back to the bottom. If we break below, watch out. Watch out. It's this little wedge thing. That's sloppy. If we break below those lows, these lows right here, we could extend down back to this consolidation. Look at that. It's funny how this all lines up. Be careful on GILD. If we break below that 73, we could easily come down to 60. Easily. Whatever. HNRA. Can't even say it. Look at that SPAC. Ouch. Getting slammed. They announced a buyout or something. Acquisition completes business combination with Pogo. Acquires equity interests. Well, apparently the market didn't like that one. PANW. I thought we might get a retrace. That lack of ability to break out. Watch for support at 230. If we get below that, we may be headed down here to 195. And not much to say there. AVGO. Yeah, dang. Next extension 1011 or 1012, I guess. 1012. Costco getting slammed probably on Walmart's performance this morning. If it can break out, watch for it to break back below this. This could be a fake breakout and we could drop. So be careful. I've seen this pattern before, and you know where I've seen it before? Look back here. Look right there. That was cool. That was cool. And just moved my price target. Awesome. Look right here. Different time frame, but same price pattern. All right. Break out and crush. Different time frame, same pattern. Watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out. That can crush. MSTR. I did go long yesterday. A spread. Did a call debit spread. Bought a 500. Sold a 620 to cover that move. Does it have to go higher? Nope. My risk was like $3,000 a contract, maybe a little higher, between 3 and 4. I only bought one. If it plays out, my $3,000 turns into like 12 grand. If it does this, well, I got $3,000 at risk. CRWD. Now, does it have to do the thing? No, but it bounced off the 100, got a green day, and it very well could launch out. So CRWD, right up to extensions. That can be it. Don't bet on it going higher. We do have significant resistance right there from these prior highs. But there's not much else to say. It needs a retrace. It needs another one of these little flashes. We get a little flash down, back to support. We can go higher again. Cisco. Oh, baby. Ouch. Yeah, look at that. Retrace the roadmap line out to the 1618. Barely even pulled back. And that was it. That's what Walmart could do. All right. Walmart could just, that's it. That was the end of the move. So that was the end of the move for Cisco. See if we can hold the lows. Could it be a measured bounce? If it holds the lows, it could, but it's got some stuff to prove before we talk about that. I need to hold right in there in the next few days. Well, I mean, it can sit here for a while and then pop. That's what we saw on Bud right here. Bud hung out right this 618 level. Yeah, came down tagged. Tag. Hang out right here and then pop. So upside resistance on Bud is up here at that prior high area, where it was also the prior high area. We get above that, and we could be looking at a large extension higher. Preliminary setup on Cisco that way. ZS, I go hunting for these opportunities. So Cisco's like, that's got my, I'm like, put it on the list. ZS, target 193. if it's going to do it. Otherwise, there is risk for one of these pullbacks. They're all similar size. Needs to do another one so we can go higher again. Children's Place, man, ouch. Fun fact, Kimberly worked for Children's Place once upon a time. Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Dumpster fire, baby. Watch out below. Easily make a lower low. They made money and on plenty of revenue, but ouch. NTES looks like it wants to come back to the roadmap line, although it's doing the thing like MSTR. Went out to the 1272, back to the 100. If we break above 1618, right there around 120-ish, give or take. PDD. For my Echo Trade people, we do have Echo Trade live at 1 p.m. today. PD, tag the 1272, back down in. Next target up 121, or we could come down to the roadmap line. TGT, briefly mentioned that earlier. In the resistance zone. Baidu, reacting to BABA, I'm sure. Although, just sitting on the room, sitting on the 618, sitting on the measured bounce setup. And it can sit there for a prolonged period of time before it launches. Tesla. The question got asked late yesterday in Discord. What would it take to prove that we're done in this correction? That is a question. And I don't have a clear answer at the moment. I really need a move back up through. Let's look at this briefly. I want to clean the chart, but I don't want to clean the chart, so I'm going to go. Oh, look at all the code. Let's go to market roadmap and pull up Tesla. But look, let's just simplify it right now. Make this all nice and simple. Highest high, lowest low, the 618 level right there at 253. The downtrend, lower high, hanging out 255. So aggressively, you're going to have to be above 258-ish. You're going to have to be in this zone. Break above that spot right there. All right. Now look. Low, tagged it yesterday and pushed and not getting above it again today so far. That's a flip point. And it happens to correspond with the 50%. And look, it's been a flip point for we gapped above it, found support, kind of gap below it, found resistance, popped up above it, tried to test it, came back, bounced again, gap below it, gap back up to it. That's an important level right there where we are, right around that 240. We need to break above that downtrend line. And we also have that level right there. And that level right there. Now, once we get all that, that's a lot of crap above us. Makes me unsure what I want to do here. All right. I have a hard time being bullish below that downtrend of highs. If we can start breaking above, getting above this flip point, that's the initial, probably super aggressive, just being above the roadmap line and above that gap fill. I mean, that's okay, but at this point, We've got to clear this. We've got to clear that prior high. We got to clear this prior high. Then we can start looking for 343, possibly 388, and 350 is the number I've been saying for a while. And we could see this rally up here. And, oops, wrong button. Retrace. And rally. But that's a lot of crap to get through. All right, so is it clear? No. Is this 3 waves up? Yes. Can that be corrective? Yes. Is this make me very cautious? Yes. This could be a corrective move up with continuation lower. We can very easily see continuation lower, and that could just be a retrace to the roadmap line, and we extend it down here. All right. Is Tesla a simple chart? No, it's very complicated, and there's no clear anything right now. That's why I'm not in, I'm off of TSLL, I'm off of TSLS, I'm off of, there's no clear path at all. It's a big mucky muddy chart. This has been a correction since July, and no clear path forward at the moment. It's stuck right at that flip point. All right. Any questions at all before I move on? I mean, you're looking at 180 risk on the downside and 334 on the upside. All right. And the chat got super quiet. It always freaks me out. Y'all still there? Ding, ding, ding. DLTR. Still stuck in the correction below the roadmap line. Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Whoa-ha! Lower high. It did complete the minimum expectation. So this when it broke out of that wedge, this is watermelon seed squeeze wedge. When it broke out, we came down here, the actual break. We came up, retested it from the outside, and completed it. They don't all complete all the time, but that one did. And could that be the bottom? It could. Could it extend on down? Revisit the September low from 21? Sure. That's not a bullish reversal yet. That's overlappy and gappy and could result in extension lower. Be careful. Amazon. Probably suffering because of Walmart today, just a little bit. Yeah, I still think 70% odds that we're heading up to 152, possibly 161 without a big retrace in between. But that all said, that was one big effing move off that low. A retrace would be warranted and expected. Look, just simplify this, clean it up for a second. We could easily see a retrace back to this level before we did that, before we did the launch off thing. Easily. I mean, that was one, like, look at that big gap up, 1, 2, 3, 4, big. I mean, that was a monster. Took a lot of money right there to go from 118 up to 147. Took a lot of money. A lot of inflow. Realistic expectations. There you go. All right. That's gonna be it for this morning. Bias for the day. Super cautious. All right. We could hang out here in this zone through next week. There's not really any big catalysts for moving the market. And we could drift higher. We could easily drift lower. We could go fill that gap. We may pop up and tag the 80 and get a reversal. There's lots of maybes. It's unclear at the moment, all right? Big picture, into next year, we're probably going to go make a new higher high in the market. Between now and the end of the year, not so sure. We're probably going to get a retrace. It wouldn't surprise me to go retest this downtrend of highs on SPX. I put all the Qs in on QQQ. Would not surprise me one bit to go retest that. Come right back down. Would not surprise me one bit. Would not. I mean, we see that same trend on all sorts of charts. This one was a little steeper. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. I gotta clear all that extra crap off there. That would be a steep decline on Apple. Why I sold my calls and shares. Microsoft has already, that was chart of the week. Also, target right there at 382. Almost there. That one might tag and then retrace. NVIDIA working on getting up to the extension. It's right back at the prior highs. Extension 532. So I'm cautious, all right? This we seem to be topping out a little bit. Some of those magnificent 7 outperformers got right back up to the top, if not extending, and S&P is still hanging out right here where we topped in September. So I'll be in Discord all on and off all day. I do have, like I threw up in the chat earlier, I'm going live at 11. If you want to come join me, I'll be discussing, it's only like 45 minutes now, so I'll throw this in the chat one more time. Right there. Save the link. You can join it now, I think. Talk about my beta system. New opportunity. Cover why it works and give you the opportunity to join if you want to. And then Echo Trades live at 1. Hope you have a great day.